What's up, guys? It's David here. I am wanting to shoot you a video on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Within our youth group, there has been, we'll call it skepticism, that I have another brother other than Chris. Most of you guys know me. Most of you guys know my brother Chris, but both he and I keep talking about this middle brother that we have, who is named Scott. Most of you have met Scott before, but there still seems to be a wild amount of skepticism and debate about whether or not he's actually our brother, whether or not we do in fact have a middle brother. So my dad is coming to my rescue, as he does, and he is going to set all of you straight. He has a message for you. Hopefully this finalizes and ends any further debate that Scott is in fact my brother.
Good afternoon, Oasis Youth Group. This is Jim Steinbarger reporting from Ancestor.Steinbarger. So it's come to my attention that there's a question that has been being discussed within your groups and with David. So the question is, who is that individual? David refers to him as Scott, I refer to him as Scott, and Christopher refers to him as Scott. They claim that Scott is their brother. I'm here to also claim that yes, Scott Steinbarger is in fact the brother of Christopher and David. And so I'm here to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt why we can say this. It all starts with Christopher being our firstborn. Notice a picture from a not too distant past. It's got a very familiar look, although no beard in this particular picture. Over here, we have Christopher in the younger stages of his life. Here we have Christopher as a little bit less than a 1-year-old. Christopher somewhere between 1 and 2. And here we have Christopher at somewhere between 2 and 3. Now, as many families will get into familial habits, we did the same thing. Notice the trend. So here we have another past picture of Scott as a young man, and then we come back to when he's a little bit less than 1, somewhere between 1 and 2, and again somewhere between 2 and 3. And then of course we've got David, your leader, then director. A picture from the past, his picture at somewhere just prior to 1 year old, between 1 and 2, and somewhere between 2 and 3. And then we come to a more recent photo of Christopher, Scott, and David as young men in Apple Valley, Minnesota. And so you can see there's proof positive of the genealogy of, in fact, that Christopher, Scott, and David are truly brothers. And now we come back to the picture where we all started, where up here we've got a photo of our current family, including grandchildren, minus Evie, because this was taken before she was born. And of course, we don't see Christopher and Jacqueline's baby that is presently under construction. So there you have it, proof positive that Scott Steinbarger is in fact David's brother. Thank you very much.